How to start an eBay business in Uganda. Are you researching how to start an eBay business in Uganda? You've come to the right place. eBay is an online shopping and auction venue that allows people to buy and sell used or new products, either as a business or as a way to clear out clutter and make a bit of extra cash. While the site is free to use, eBay does charge some seller fees. There's a per-item insertion fee and a final value fee, as well as fees for any additional but optional features used. We'll go into this in more depth later. So how does one start an eBay business here in Uganda? Step 1. Decide what to sell. One of the first things to consider when you want to start a business on eBay is what you're selling. Figuring out what to sell isn't something only aspiring eBay entrepreneurs need to do. It's key for anyone starting a business. What service or product is a good fit for you, for your location, over the long term, or just for the moment because it's selling like hotcakes? As you work through the process of deciding what to sell, remember to keep things like shipping and storage costs in mind. Mailing a USB drive is a whole lot easier than a billiards table. If you're thinking of selling fragile items, consider the extra packaging costs and the potential for breakage. That said, you're free to sell pretty much anything, well, almost anything. eBay does have a list of things you cannot sell, or that have restrictions. It's worth reviewing the list as it does include things like art, event tickets, and gift cards. If you're not sure what to sell, it's a good idea to think of what you love and what you know. Do you have a hobby? Perhaps you're an avid collector of Polaroid cameras and you know everything there is to know about how the products have developed over time. We suggest picking something you know because an important part of selling on eBay is knowing what the market for these items looks like. Ask yourself, is it in demand? What do people looking for it consider before buying? What does it typically sell for? How should you describe it? Where should you list it? Category. Do you know where to get a hold of it at an affordable price so that you can resell it for a profit? Of course, this doesn't mean you can't pick something you're less familiar with. If you're a great researcher and are looking for a new hobby, perhaps now is the time to branch out. Step 2. Set up your eBay store account. If you're going to be listing a lot of items each month, an eBay store is a good idea, if for no other reason than because it will save you money. Normally, when you list items on eBay, you are doing so as a member of the general public and you do not need to commit to any monthly fees. With an eBay store, however, you are required to pay a monthly fee. You can decide on a package that best suits your needs and keeps costs relatively low. At present, eBay offers 5 store packages with varying discount structures. Starter, 100 free fixed price listings per month and costs $4.95 per month, billed annually. Basic, 250 free fixed price listings per month and costs $21.95 per month, billed annually. Premium, 1,000 fixed price listings per month and costs about $59.95 per month, billed annually. Anchor, 10,000 fixed price listings per month and costs $299.95 per month, billed annually. Enterprise, 100,000 fixed price listings per month and $2,999.95 per month, billed annually. A store is a good idea if you don't have an e-commerce website and you want a more personalized place to direct people to. It's also a good idea if you sell a lot of similar products. People may want to browse and see what else you have. Africa Direct's eBay store is a great example of a store that operates as a website in micro. Given that it's so easy to purchase on eBay, many people already have their card details saved and linked with PayPal. It's more likely that someone will buy from your eBay store than from an e-commerce website they may not trust, or that requires them to get up and find their credit card. Step 3. Start listing your items. In listing your items, you have to do the following. Understand the fees. If you haven't already, take a moment to familiarize yourself with eBay's selling fees. Be proactive about your policies. Think through how you'll answer buyers' questions. Don't skip laying out clear customer service and return policies. Determine the payment methods you'll accept from buyers. eBay offers a few different payment options for sellers. PayPal, credit and debit cards, as well as checks and money orders, payment on pickup, or bank transfers. Create your seller account. Before you can list any of your items, you'll need to set up a seller account. First thing, you'll have to decide whether to set up a personal account, or a business account. If you're starting an eBay business and plan to sell a good volume of items each month, you're going to want to pick the business account. The personal option is for casual sellers. The process is simple and straightforward, and eBay will guide you through it all. Once you're set up, take some time to familiarize yourself with your seller dashboard. Create your listings. To create your first listing, log into your eBay account. Click the Sell link in the top right-hand corner. This will take you to your summary page. Once you're on this page, you will see a vertical navigation on the left side of your account. Click the blue Sell an Item button. eBay will guide you through the rest of the process. One of the first choices you'll have to make is whether to create a template for your listing. If you know that you're going to sell a lot of the same type of category, setting this up from the beginning can save you a lot of time. Don't underestimate how important your product description wording is in helping your item be seen and sold. In order to sell your items and maximize your chances of getting seen, you will need to include a strong title and description. Pick something people will be searching for. Additional information about specific aspects of the item. Some categories allow for this. The condition of the item. Pictures of your item. The higher the quality, the better. A selling format. Auction style or fixed price. A listing duration. A starting price. See our tips above on pricing your items. The payment methods you'll accept. See our explanation above. Your shipping costs and locations. Your return policy. Step 4. Price your items. Fortunately, there's a lot of information available on how to price your items. Performing a simple eBay search for the specific item you're looking to list should give you a good idea of the right ballpark figure. However, sometimes prices may vary wildly. Some sellers prefer to list items with fixed prices while others prefer to start with a much lower price and run their sale as an auction. Tip: use eBay's advanced search feature to find out how much an item you want to list has sold for in the past. Don't forget that eBay's default search method is best match, which takes into account both the item's shipping price and its list price. The combined price is what really matters. As with a real-life store, you've got to make sure your products are easy to find. The best way to do this is to balance your shipping and list price to ensure it's fair, and to keep your seller rating high through good customer service. A fair price will make it more likely that your results come up higher when people look for items like yours. Tip: if you want to increase your search visibility, you can experiment with eBay's reserve price settings. Basically, you'll be able to set a low price but at the same time, set a lower price limit, so that if your reserve price is not met when people bid on your item, it will not sell. To set a reserve price you will need to pay a small fee per item. Be sure to look closely at your item listing preview so you can catch any errors or things you missed before it goes live. Step 5. Set up your offline eBay headquarters. While you're still in the beginning stages of building your eBay business, spend a little time thinking about how it will function offline. Meaning, where do you store your inventory? Do you have a dedicated workstation for packaging up your shipments? Especially when you're first starting out, just make it work for you. You can get started in your spare room or garage. Don't overcomplicate it, but do think ahead, especially if you're looking at growing your business and inventory quickly. Start with putting together a good record-keeping system so you know what you've got on hand in terms of inventory, and you can find it easily. Decide how to store your eBay stock. Depending on what you sell, some good items to stock up on that will make storing goods easier include plastic or steel shelves, clear plastic boxes, if you've got a lot of stock, with clear labels, plastic Ziploc, snack bags, good for smaller items. We recommend clear storage boxes so that it's easy to see what you've got on hand. Keep track of your inventory. Whether you prefer to use a paper notebook or a software program, there's no doubt about it. Keeping a record of all your inventory is important, especially as your business grows and as it becomes more important to keep good records in case the IRS ever looks into things. The best way to keep track of a lot of inventory is to invest in a good bookkeeping system. QuickBooks is a favorite for many eBay sellers as it easily integrates with your eBay account, meaning that you don't have to spend any time copying things over manually. Set up your packing supplies and workstation. An essential part of your HQ is the shipping department. In order to ensure a smooth running operation, you'll want to make sure you've got everything you need readily available, especially if you've promised to ship items fast. Items you should always have on hand. Something to clean up packaging with. A sticker removal product like Goo Gone or Undo, or simply WD-40. Bubble wrap. Shipping tape. Styrofoam packing peanuts. Plastic bags and trash bags, good for wrapping larger items and for waterproofing. A variety of envelopes, including the handy bubble mailer envelopes that keep items safe. Boxes. Check out your local USPS store for more info. Now go and master selling. You'll learn a lot as you go. Test your prices, listing language and processes often so you can be sure you're being as efficient as possible. Also, put together an e-commerce or online business plan. You can use this free downloadable business plan template to get started, and you can take a look at some example e-commerce business plans in our library to help you think through the process. Why build your own business plan? Think of it as a framework to help you think through what you need to do to be successful. Do you have financial goals for your business? Your business plan should be a tool to help you meet those milestones and become the most successful eBay business you can be.